It's just gonna be the best picture.
We've done it.
And it's kind of like you didn't pitch it. Well, they got the problem is they have one, and then there's a lot of questions. Yeah, mice is okay. Yeah, mice. That's where I'm going. Because I know too much child space. It also sit on way too much about time in baseball. I hope so. I just assume it'll be one of those teams because they're the ones who are going to pay that. Yeah. Yeah. We're kind of down to teams. Did you have to read London? There you go. Yeah, yeah. He had it. Bijan did a crazy. I think he had 200 yards or something.
We're broadcasting on the day.
Waiting for all of it.
The only thing I consider is maybe either ETN or Pittman. Flags for Ferguson this week. I would also do this new day plan. Yeah, Kyler. I just, what I would do, I would just sit with the defense. I would leave Pittman. I don't even think Ferguson's that option. I think I'd just go cut on that. Yeah. I don't think you can go wrong with either Ferguson. That's my opinion. I think you're obviously very solid either way.
In fact, I love there.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. I think once you get out of the go wrong with your option in that, oh yeah. Their safeties. So their entire secondary. Yeah, that was not Shades and Chiefs. Yeah,
When I see the symbol up there.
Can you screen record? It would actually screen record, right?
So you got the president? Yeah, he's very familiar with it. He's not gonna sign it. What's going on? Because he's been part of it. He knew the service of Falls campus. Also, the word here, I think. How old are his kids? Oh, Lord. Okay, so get him in the school system already.
Yeah, I am. So every single
All right.
yeah, it depends. Their offense has been all
They catch you, dress themselves.
yeah, their problem is they're just not scoring a lot of points right now.
I read first power rating.
Yeah.
They were.
Is it like yeah.
And so I texted the other.
Yeah.
You got it.
They're somehow, those things are somehow.
You got it.
Okay, we're getting started.
Okay, everybody, thank you for your patience. I'll reiterate this once we get started. We had a few technical difficulties. We're going to get started. We'll start the meeting here. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the meeting for tonight, Tuesday, October 14th, 2025. As I said, we had a few technical difficulties. We are not streaming on YouTube right now, but we are recording the meeting. As soon as the meeting is done tonight, we will extract the recording and then post it to YouTube. So again, welcome and thanks for being here. We'll go ahead and start with roll call.
Benson. Here. Birch. Brunick.
Here.
Sarda. Here. Conkling. Hanoff.
Here.
Mosier.
Here.
Spencer.
Here.
Mayor Villanueva.
Here.
City Manager Leon.
Here.
City Attorney Denherter.
Here. Okay, thank you. Right now, before you guys, you have the minutes of the regular meeting of September 22nd, 2025. Commission, what is your pleasure?
So moved.
Second. Okay, so I have a motion and second to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of September 22nd, 2025. Any commission discussion? Anyone from the public? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Okay, minutes are approved. Number 3 under routine business, the schedule of bills is before you, Commission. What is your pleasure?
Move to pay the bills.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to pay the bills. Commission discussion? Anyone from the public? Roll call.
Spencer.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye. Bills will be paid. And now we go to the city manager's report.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor, members of the commission, and everyone in the public. A couple things that I want to bring forward to you. Yesterday, we celebrated Native American Day. Just wanted to mention to the public and thank the library. We had a nice program at the library yesterday evening. A longtime friend of our library, Mr. Killsmall, came and put on a program, including some storytelling and some drumming. He is, as I said, a friend of our library, and so he was there doing some of those things and has come to our library before, so we appreciated it and celebrated with him. Did not have our meeting, obviously, because of the holiday, but did have an opportunity for folks to come to the library for free and celebrate that day with us. And so we thank the community library for having an opportunity there to celebrate Native American Day. Also, it's been a while since we've met, but if you've been keeping up with the newspaper, our very own Commissioner Spencer was recognized because he received the Pam Kettering Spirit of Volunteerism Award from United Way. So that's pretty cool. I didn't realize all the many things that he's doing, and then also to be on the city commission. So that's pretty awesome to have him there. So congratulations to Commissioner Spencer. The commission received an email from me, but I wanted to just make sure that the public was aware. About once a year, we make a mistake. Not very often, but about once a year. Just kidding. There was an error. I think it was at our last meeting when we presented our vision plan and our health insurance plan to you. So I just wanted to make sure everyone understands in the spirit of being as transparent as we can. So this was not an error on the part of our staff. Rather, it was an error on the part of the individual who provided us with the numbers. It doesn't change anything in what the commission acted on or in our budget, but it is different than what was put in the memo. So I just want to briefly talk about it. So at the September 22nd meeting, the commission approved a recommendation to continue with a company called The Standard as the carrier for vision insurance with an increase from this year's rate. There was an error in that memo relating to the cost of that vision premium for 2026. A number had been transposed. The number that was given to us and was provided to you was $3.48 for the monthly premium for single core plan vision insurance. That's the name of the plan. The correct amount coverage is $384. So you can easily see how that can be transposed from $348 to $384. All the other amounts for vision buy-up plans were provided correctly, and the other amounts were provided correctly. The transposition doesn't change the recommendation, because the recommendation read, as I sent to you in the memo, that it would be, that we continue with the standard vision rate at the increased cost, so it doesn't change that. And it was not an error on the part of staff, so I'm not recommending that we do anything different, but I feel like if the small errors don't get mentioned and we don't talk about them, then you know, it's easy to say, well, what size of error does rise to the level of needing to talk about them. So it's, you know, not a lot of money, but important, I think, in just for transparency. So if anybody wants to look at the details of that, we have that at City Hall, still falls within our budget, happy to answer questions. And the folks that gave us those numbers apologized, and as soon as they realized that, they let us know that, so that's why that came to you. Want to make the public aware that we have a lot of PSAs out right now, and people should take a look. There is a PSA out right now regarding the Marne Creek sewer crossing. That is going to impact the trails and the area of Paddle Wheel Point, so people should be aware of that. If they use Paddle Wheel Point and the trail, I know a lot of people let their dogs run there and utilize that. There will be some construction there, and there will be some construction equipment there. I believe we're trying to keep a portion of the driveway open, and so we just want to make sure people are aware of where they can be and where they can walk. So take a look at that map. Kristen helped us out creating a map. And also, the Huther Family Aquatics parking lot, Huther Family Aquatic Center parking lot is being closed now. We're at the point of that project where we're needing to close that parking lot. And so that won't be a long time closure, but we're getting close to paving there, so people need to be aware of that, particularly those neighbors that have been using that parking lot. Also, I am aware that there might be a request, Mayor, to move an agenda item or remove an agenda item, so that may be coming forward to you. If that happens, there will need to be a motion and a second, and then that can be deliberated, and that will require action to be removed. So just bringing that forward. In your consent calendar, if you just take your eyes down the consent calendar, the last meeting of the year, if you can believe we're talking about that already, we just talked about as staff thinking about Thursday, December 18th at noon. Typically, we have some business to do, but not a lot of business. We thought since the holiday kind of falls towards a weekend, that the weekend before might be a long holiday for some people. So we said Thursday, the 18th at noon here in this room. We're not married to that day, but if we need 5 of you. If that works for 5 of you, we thought we'd stick with that day. Okay? All right, so that's on your consent calendar. Possible quorum event. This is a date. You'll get some information from HR later. Friday, December 5th at the brewery is the annual Christmas party, so there may be 5 commissioners at that for the press to be aware. No business, just monkey business where we have fun, celebrate the year. There's an employee of the year and a good meal and a lot of laughs. And so looking forward to that. And commissioners, you'll get an invitation. And Lisa will be having the roast beef. She replied all, and we'll never let her forget that. Ever.
Good choice.
Ever. It was really good. I'm happy to stand for questions, Mayor, if anyone has them.
Commission, any questions for the city manager? Okay, seeing no mics, come on. Next will be number 5 under the routine business will be public appearances. Again, as a reminder, this is a time for the public to come up and address the city commission on items not listed on this agenda. Again, no action will be taken under matters raised under this item. And again, we will not act upon anything. You have about 3 minutes to speak, and if anyone out there would like to come up to the podium, it is yours. Okay, seeing no movement. Next, we'll go ahead and move to consent items. So again, we have 2 items under consent items. So we have reschedule a meeting date established Thursday, December 18th, 2025 at noon as a date for the time of the second City Commission meeting in December. As Amy talked about, we have a possible quorum event. The City of Yankton Christmas party will be held on December 5th, 2025 at the brewery. Again, no action will be taken. Commission, do I have a motion on the consent items?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to move the consent items. All in favor say aye. Any opposed, nay. Anyone abstaining? Okay, consent items are approved. Next, number 3, old business. Number 1 under old business, public hearing and second reading for the proposed amendments to the City of Yankton Tree Ordinance number 1101. Consideration of memorandum number 25-183, recommending that the City Commission adopt the amended tree ordinance number 1101 in Chapter 24, Vegetation. Commission, what's your pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Can we get an explanation of what the differences are?
Absolutely, you bet.
Thanks.
Thank you, Todd.
So the ordinance that we had in place didn't deal with the emerald ash borer at all. And then at the time, it's recommended us to add some language about the emerald ash borer. It was an easy way for us to go through and just clean some stuff up. There were some distances from intersections that didn't match up. So we've cleaned that up so all of the items have the same distance from intersections in it. We've added a definition for hazardous trees. So before we used to talk a lot in the ordinance about dead, diseased, and hazardous trees. And so just so there's, again, when we get the phone calls from the general public, we can go back to this and give specific examples right out of the ordinance. So we've added that definition. When it comes to street trees, again, just cleaned up some language, but really talked about how we have the lists for trees that can be planted. Things can be found on our website. But then more specifically, as you get towards the end, it talks about we no longer allow planting of ash trees. And then eventually it will have some language in there about when it's time to cut down ash trees. Once the emerald ash borer is here, the emerald ash borer is not in Yankton. We set out traps. The county sets out traps. There will be an announcement from the state government when emerald ash borer is found here. So now, right now, there is not. Once it is here, then you start to have quarantine areas, and you can no longer haul ash wood from Memorial Day to Labor Day, because that's when the adult beetles are active, and obviously they don't want the beetles flying out of the cut trees. So you can cut and take down trees any time of the year, other than they don't want you hauling ash trees from, again, Memorial Day to Labor Day. We cleaned up a little bit with spacing of trees, how we define the small trees, distance, the medium trees and the large trees, cleaned that up a little bit. Distance from curb and sidewalks, we didn't really mess with. Distance from fire hydrants, we didn't change a whole lot. Talked a lot about utilities and what that might mean for trees, and tried to simplify that into as easy a sentence as possible. Again, as you get into tree care, again, in the time that I've been to town, and there are other departments that take these phone calls too, we've tried to define and make sure that people understand trees in the right-of-way aren't necessarily planted by the city of Yankton. So you can get a tree permit tree permit, you would specify in that document what location you're looking at, what type of tree you're going to plant. Our urban forester looks at it. There are a lot of trees in town that were planted in right-of-ways long before any of us were involved. But when it comes to tree care, trees that are in right-of-ways are not maintained by the city of Yankton. We don't trim trees, and where we put language in here is we don't take care of hanging branches in trees. So there's a lot of things when it comes to tree care that we get phone calls, and the expectation is, oh, there's a huge branch hanging over a roadway. The city of Yankton needs to take care of that in a right-of-way tree, and that is not the case. We're not in charge of tree care until we have a dead, diseased, or if they want to make an argument and ask us if it's a hazardous tree. Then we would come out, evaluate, and again, we did not change that in here. When it becomes time and it is decided that a tree is dead, diseased, or hazardous, then the city of Yankton will take the tree down, or we'll hire a contractor to take it down, and we also remove the stumps out of the right-of-way. None of that tree language changed in here. Again, there was 2 different areas for tree clearance above sidewalks and roadways, and we've got those to match up, that there's a 10 feet and a 12 feet. It was either 15 or 16 that was talked about before on major thoroughfares. Anyway, that language has been cleaned up, so now you only find the 2 distances. When it comes to tree topping was never allowed on right-of-way trees, and that didn't change. Tree removal and intentional damage, again, talks about once a tree is dead, has diseases or insects in it, then City of Yankton will take care of those right-of-way trees. Removal of stumps, once that tree is removed, the city will, or a contractor will remove the stump from the right-of-way. And then we also cleaned up some language, and if you have more questions, Ross can help with this, but talked about abatement and that it can be a nuisance and those type of things. So if something happens where something should be done and it's not being done, the city has the ability to hire a contractor and then bill back through the abatement process or those type of things. Also specifically defined a little bit better that the Park Advisory Board is the city's tree board. And again, part of that is we need that for Tree City USA. And so we specifically spell out and can show them that we have a tree board. The Park Advisory Board serves as that. Again, people can come in, talk about a situation that they're dealing with either themselves or they've already brought the city in and may not like something the city has said or decided, and the tree board can hear that, give a recommendation, and again, just like anything else, it then could always come to the city commission after the tree board has heard about it and made their recommendation. And then we, again, like I said, we talked about that review by city commission. And then towards the end, we specifically get into emerald ash borer language and kind of what our response has been, and that we also have a emerald ash borer mitigation plan, which was adopted in 2018. That's the original. We, again, have gone back in, knowing what we know now, updated some numbers of trees we've taken down and those type of things, and we're going to, later on in new business, update the emerald ash borer mitigation plan, so it's updated to 2025. And again, this refers that there is information and things that the public needs to know that are dealt with in that plan. And again, that is found on the city's website under the urban forestry. So those are some of the tweaks and changes that we made as we work through it.
Did you have something, Ross?
Just want to add, normally when we do ordinance updates, we provide a redlined copy and a clean copy. Unfortunately, this one was so heavily edited that would have been useless for you. But the description is accurate so far. If you have any questions, though, I'm happy to
we
help.
do have the red line available. So if somebody would want to see the red line version, it is available.
It's kind of hard to read.
Fair enough. Thank you, Todd, for the explanation. Commissioners, do you have anything else you want to chat about here? No? Okay. Anyone from the public have any questions? Okay, roll call.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Spencer.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye, motion passes. Okay, now we're under new business. Number 1, AFS CME Collective Bargaining Agreement. Consideration of memorandum number 25-152, recommending the City Commission approve and authorize the city manager to sign the revised agreement between the City of Yankton and the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees. AFL-CIO Local 3968, effective January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2028. It is recommended the City Commission approve resolution number 25-31 and authorize the city manager to implement a base adjustment of 2% and a one-step increase on the pay plan if eligible, effective January 1st of 2026. Commission, what's your pleasure?
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second on the floor. Commission discussion. Okay, seeing no mics come on. Anyone from the public? Seeing no movement, roll call.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mosier.
I will abstain. My husband's a city employee.
Spencer.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye, motion passes. Okay, number 2 under new business, base salary adjustment and step plan for non-represented, non-certified law enforcement members. Consideration of memorandum number 25-153, recommending that the City Commission approve resolution number 25-32, authorizing the city manager to implement a base adjustment of 2% and a one-step increase on the pay plan if eligible, effective January 1st, 2026 for all regular full-time, non-represented, non-certified law enforcement employees that are below the maximum of their respective pay range. Commission, what's your pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second on the floor. Any commission discussion? Okay, seeing no mics come on. Anyone from the public? Seeing no movement, roll call.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mosier.
Abstain for the same previous reason.
Spencer.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye, motion passes. Number 3 under new business, the mayor's appointment of citizen to Yankton Housing and Redevelopment Commission. Consideration of memorandum number 25-185, recommending approval of the mayor's appointment of Nick Severson to the Yankton Housing and Redevelopment Commission. The vacant position on this board is due to the resignation of Ashley Dimmer. Mr. Severson's appointment will expire in 2029. Commission, what's your pleasure?
Move to approve the appointment.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second on the floor. Any commission discussion? Seeing no mics, anyone from the public? There's no movement. Roll call.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Spencer.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye, motion passes. Number 4, Emerald Ash Borer Mitigation Plan. Consideration of memorandum number 25-184, recommending that the City Commission adopt the updated 2025 Emerald Ash Borer Mitigation Plan. And before I entertain a motion, Todd, is there any major highlights we should probably hit before we move on?
Again, this is pretty straightforward. Again, we already have a mitigation plan in place. This is just updating some numbers. And even in the memo, it starts to tell you that at one time we had 850 ash trees. There's still about 270 ash trees present in right-of-ways along the Old Brokaw Trail, in the city cemetery, or in some park areas. Other things to know, we are planning on saving a few ash trees, and by saving, so again, make sure the general public knows, until the state declares the emerald ash borer in the city of Yankton, you do not need to treat your trees for emerald ash borer. So if you're paying to put chemical in your trees right now, you do not need to be doing that. Once the ash borer is here, you have 2 years to figure out if you want to treat your trees or not. Even if the ash borer is in your trees, you have 2 years. But things to know, this gives some data that you, again, can find on our city website. We have links that'll take you to the state and the Department of Ag and Environmental. They'll have recommendations and more information you can read. But again, there are a few trees out in the city that we're going to try to save that are either in right-of-ways along the trail, in the Arboretum up by the high school, things like that. If people want to save trees in the right-of-way, we will allow them to do that also. But really, you're looking at a tree needs to be a really desirable tree, that it's growing very well, it looks healthy, there's not a ton of broken branches and trunks up top, it has good form, those type of things, if it's desirable. Again, we'll have a process where they'll turn in some paperwork to us to prove that they are having the tree treated. We can put a marker on the tree, and again, it's a process. One thing that has changed, again, as people learn about this, originally they always talked about treating an ash tree every 2 years for the life of the tree. And now that recommendation is starting to look like you would treat the tree every 2 years for maybe 10 years. Because after that, all of the ash trees are going to be gone, other than the ones that are saved. The emerald ash borer isn't going to be here, and the likelihood that that beetle is going to be back is very slim. So they are starting to change their recommendations that way. But again, you can find links in there to take you to all kinds of different, either with the state or other universities to find more about the emerald ash borer. But it's just a matter of letting the public know we've looked at it, we've thought about it, we're working with it, we're trying to take down trees, and there are some things as private property owners that they're going to have to do once it gets here. They're just not going to be able to let the tree stand because it gets very dangerous. Once the beetle is in there, it starts to kill the tree, it really dries out, and then you can have the tree almost start to shatter. Large parts of the tree shatter and fall down and cause damage to people and property. So, yeah, it's on our website.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for that explanation. Commissioner, do you have a question?
Just wanted to ask real quick, what's the closest community to Yankton that has had the ash borer?
So it started, was up around the north side of Sioux Falls, and then it has actually, it jumped north, and then it jumped south. So I believe Elk Point or Jefferson would be the two closest. It is not in Vermilion yet, so it hasn't started making its way west. But along the border, it's pretty thick from North Sioux City all the way up to Del Rapids and places north of Sioux Falls. So.
Okay, yes.
Just out of curiosity, Todd, you mentioned it, of the removal of trees. Are we still actively removing trees, or have we slowed down, and kind of where are we at in that process of tree removal? I mean, there's stats here. I'm just curious how that's going, and how many more do you think we still have to take down, and what does that look like?
So originally in 2018, if you looked at right-of-ways, trails, cemetery, parks, Fox Run Golf Course, there were 850 ash trees that needed to be removed if you were going to remove all of them. There's still about 275 trees that are present in right-of-ways, trails, cemetery, and parks. So the goal was to go about 100 ash trees a year, and we would have been done in about 7-8 years. We were not that aggressive. So we still have, like I said, the 275. There's 38 ash trees on Fox Run Golf Course yet. And there are 45 trees in right-of-ways that are undecided. Either property owners have talked to us about them, or we've decided they're in a good location, good-looking tree. So we have about 45 trees that are undecided. 22 of those would be property owners that I think we have about 22 property owners that have decided, yes, we are going to try to save them. So, and then we have 8 ash trees out in the park, in the Arboretum around the Summit Activity Center that we're thinking about, the city is thinking about treating also to keep them in our Arboretum so people, again, can see different tree species and the varieties of a tree. So, again, we were hoping to get 100 trees a year down, ash trees. We have other trees that have to come down other than ash trees. So we haven't been quite as aggressive, but we're still hoping, and again, 275 trees. Within 3 or 4 years, we're hoping to have the majority of the ones that we're not saving down. That way, if the Amarillo Ash Board gets here, we're not up against a wall where we have 400 trees to take down in a winter. So.
Good question. Anybody else? Okay, thank you, Todd. All right, with that, I will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second, it sounds like?
Second.
Okay. So again, any more commission discussion on this? Okay, seeing no mics come on. Anyone from the public? Seeing no movement, roll call.
Mosier,
Aye.
Spencer.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye, motion passes. Okay, number 5 under new business, Garden Estates Development Project Phase 1 acceptance. Consideration of memorandum number 25-187 recommending that the City Commission accept the sewer, storm, and street improvements for Phase 1 of the Garden Estates Development. Commission, what's your pleasure?
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second on the floor. Any commission discussion? Seeing the mics come on, anyone from the public? No movement, roll call.
Spencer.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye, motion passes. Okay, number 6, Cedar Street, 2nd to 5th Street Reconstruction Acceptance Project Closeout. Consideration of memorandum number 25-188, recommending that the City Commission accept the completed Cedar Street reconstruction project, as well as the alley and parking lot reconstruction, and authorize the finance officer to issue a manual check to Holstein Excavating, Inc. in the amount of $32,113.03. Commission, what's your pleasure?
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second on the floor. Any commission discussion? Seeing no lights come on, anyone from the public? Seeing no movement, roll call.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Spencer.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye, motion passes. Number 7, Karen Drive and Bradley Street Valley Road Water Main Project Acceptance Closeout. Consideration of memorandum number 25-189, recommending that the City Commission approve change order number 1, accept the completed construction project along Karen Drive, Bradley Street, and Valley Road, and authorize the finance officer to issue a manual check to Fimer Construction, Inc. in the amount of $175,352.30. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second on the floor. Any commission discussion? Seeing no mics come on, anyone from the public? Seeing no movement, roll call.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Spencer.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye, motion passes. Number 9, SD-DOT Agreement, Chain Gurney Airport Maintenance and Financial Agreement. Consideration of memorandum number... Oh, I'm sorry, thank you. My apologies, everybody. I'm getting ahead of myself. Number 8, Waterline Easement Relocation in Tract B of Stephen Larson Addition. Consideration of memorandum number 25-190, recommending the City Commission approve resolution number 25-47, a vacation of the current waterline easement and creation of a new easement in Tract B of Stephen Larson Addition, City of Yankton, Yankton County, South Dakota, as shown in the associated attachments. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve the resolution.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion? See no lights come on. Anyone from the public? Roll call.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Spencer.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you, Commissioners. Appreciate that. Keep me in check. Number 9, SD-DOT Agreement, Chain Gurney Airport Maintenance and Financial Agreement. Consideration of memorandum number 25-191, recommending that the City Commission approve the maintenance and financial agreement for the Chain Gurney Airport project, number 3-46-4600-31-2025, and authorize the city manager to sign the referenced SD-DOT agreement. Commission, what's your pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second on the floor. Any commission discussion? Seeing no mics come on, anyone from the public? Sure. Can we get some explanation on that, please?
Easement?
Yeah.
Sure. Just quick explanation on that. Sherco was doing a project that just required a relocation of a water line.
We're on number 9, which is the SDDOT Changurney.
Oh, never mind. I will let.
It's the airport.
Sorry.
This was a maintenance project that the DOT contracted out for the asphalt runway at the airport. It's like kind of like a glorified chip seal on that runway. Like I said, the DOT contracted that all out, and this was for our share of the project. So.
Okay, thank you, Adam. Okay, again, any commission discussion? Anyone from the public? Okay, roll call.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mosher.
Aye.
Spencer.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye, motion passes. Okay, number 10, Yankton Transfer Station Tipping Fees Adjustment. Consideration of memorandum number 25-192, recommending the City Commission adopt resolution number 25-48, enacting the new rates effective January 1st, 2026, January 1st, 2027, and January 1st, 2028. Commission, what's your pleasure?
So approve.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion? Seeing no mics come on, anyone from the public? Seeing no movement, roll call.
Mosher.
Aye.
Spencer.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye, motion passes. Number 11, airport fees. Consideration of memorandum number 25-193, recommending the City Commission adopt resolution number 25-49, enacting the new airport rates effective January 1st, 2026. Commission, what's your pleasure?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on the floor. Any commission discussion? Seeing no lights come on, anyone from the public? Seeing no movement, roll call.
Spencer.
Aye.
Benson.
Aye.
Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mosher.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye, motion passes. And lastly, number 12, section line right-of-way vacation. Consideration of memorandum number 25-186 regarding the Planning Commission's recommendation that the City Commission issue a position statement to the county that stipulates that the city will be satisfied with the county decision to vacate the described north-south section line highway beginning at the north boundary of the Whiting Drive right-of-way to the north boundaries of sections 8 and 9, T93 North, R55 West of the 5th PM, all in Yankton County, South Dakota, a center line distance of approximately 1,050 feet. And before I accept a motion, should we have some explanation of that? Thank you.
All right. Mayor Villanueva, members of the commission, thanks. So basically, the county has asked the city commission to provide a position statement on a request for a vacated right-of-way, and it is in the county area. And the reason they're asking the city for an opinion is this is located within the 3-mile platting jurisdiction of the city, even though the act of a right-of-way vacation is a county action. But this issue was presented to the Planning Commission here earlier this month, and they recommended that the city, provide a position statement that would be favorable to the county. It's sort of a non-issue, you might say. The petitioners that were asking for the right-of-way vacation, basically the reasoning was the section line right-of-way is unnecessary because of the fact that if you can picture Southwest Jim River Road and Whiting Drive, Southwest Jim River Road is, basically runs parallel to this section line, and it's very close to this section line in question. And so if we were to look at a plat or a subdivision in the future, we would be looking to that Jim River Road as the section line of record for right-of-way consideration.
Okay, thanks for that explanation. I appreciate that. Okay, with that explanation, Commissioners, do I have a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any commission discussion? Anyone from the public? Roll call.
Benson. Aye. Brunick.
Aye.
Sarda.
Aye.
Hanoff.
Aye.
Mosier.
Aye.
Spencer.
Aye.
Mayor Villanueva.
Aye, motion passes. Okay, next, future business. So this is the time that the city commissioners to address the commission regarding matters not on this agenda. These items will not be deliberated by the governing body and will not be acted upon at this time. Items mentioned may be added to a future city commission meeting or work session for deliberation or action. Commissioners, do we have any future action, future business? Okay, seeing no mics come on, we'll move next to, I'll entertain a motion to move into executive session to discuss contractual and litigation matters under SDCL 125-2.
So moved.
Okay, I have a motion.
Second.
And a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Okay, we'll move into executive session. Oh, any action?
No action
No.
after.
Thank you.
This conference is no longer being recorded.
You know, we're gonna grab you, yeah, before I head out, yes.
We gotta make up a story.
Yeah.
Talk about that ash board.
That's what we do, that's what we do.